yourselves.
Hi, I'm Mike Green, and I'm the lead level designer for Fable 3.
Hello, I'm John McCormack. I'm the art director of Fable 3.
Fable 3 already came out in Russia already, so are you excited to launch this own developed project?
Yeah,
it's been fantastic. You know, last 2 weeks have been really exciting. Seeing the reviews coming out, and for us coming to Russia, it's been incredible. You know, just seeing the awesome stand that we've got, and the booth's been full all day. It's been great. You know, it's one of these hard things that for the guys back at Lionhead, we're all working hard still on the PC version, and we're really fortunate to be able to come here and just see how excited everyone is about Fable.
We weren't expecting this.
Yeah,
this is great.
Yeah.
So we're really glad that you like our stage here. It's not a formal question. Can you tell something specific about Fable universe? Because Fable, I think, one of the most loved RPGs on Expo in Russia from the first game, I think. What's the main thing, by your opinion, that attracts people to this game?
I would say it's probably a strange and innate sense of Britishness and kind of the European British sense of humour, and the kind of fairy tale elements of the European sensibility. And there's a lot of Western games and a lot of Eastern games, that are RPGs that take themselves, they're great games, don't get me wrong, but take themselves maybe a wee bit too seriously. And we're kind of more into having a bit of fun.
We're not afraid to make fun of ourselves as well. So
I think it's the right point of view. I haven't really played Fable 3 yet, because I don't really know what's the main features in this game. Can you shortly tell about the game to me and to our viewers?
Well, I'm deeply offended you haven't played Fable 3 yet. But let us sell it to you. No, I mean Fable 3. If Fable 2 was a huge success, and we had a lot of feedback, and there are some things we took away from Fable 2 that we did right, and there's other things that we thought, we can do a little bit better. So it's it's Fable 2 but on fire.
It's to the max.
Yeah. The combat's been improved. We've overhauled the spell system. The environments are a lot larger now. We've got rid of all the clunky menus, so we've got the 3D sanctuaries, so that's where you deal with all your clothing, your weapons. You can see all your achievements and trophies. If you've got a lot of gold, you can run up the gold pile in the game. There's some cool little rewards for players that can reach the top of the gold pile. We've got the improved mini maps, so you can zoom into a region. You can see all the properties you own. You can see all the ones you don't. You can raise all the rent values on those. You can move your family around. It's everything clunky from Fable 2, and just we really focused on trying to appeal to a broader audience, and I think so far we've been successful.
I think there's also the choice and consequence aspect of the previous Fable games. We've kind of focused that more this time into the actual becoming of a king, and how the choices that you make really do have global consequence, instead of just the small incidental things that happened in the previous games. We've kind of honed that a bit better as well.
But one of the other things that we've improved on, so Fable 2 we had couch co-op, and the experience over live was quite similar. The camera was tethered to two heroes. You couldn't go out, and the second player had to choose from a sort of preset group of characters. They couldn't bring in their hero, and so we got a royal slapping off all the fans who said we don't like that. And so for Fable 3 you can bring your own hero, your own dog. You can come into my world. We can run around. You can go off and explore the mountain. If we happen to have married each other, I'll stay at home and look after the place while you go off adventuring. We can have children together. if you want.
That's what you want to do.
And you know, there's the sticky situation of divorce. It's not quite so nice. It's a bit like real life. You know, if you've got gold, that'll get split 50-50 between the two of you. If you do have a child, they'll have to go to an orphanage.
It can be quite harrowing, yeah, to be honest.
Okay. In a short summarize, in first Fable you were a hero. In second Fable you became a king. In third game you are ruling the kingdom. What you would like to see in a fourth game? What will be next?
Can the hero go to space?
I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, you know, we've not even. This sounds like a terrible admission, but we've not even thought about it. It's really been about kind of enjoying the release of Fable 3 and experiencing that and working out all the positives and negatives that people on forums and critics and communities will feed back to us. And you know, we'll troll through all that information and then, you know, try and work out after that how to make a better, more improved version. And we'll also look at the technologies around, you know, like there's all kind of mobile stuff going on with it, and there's Kinect, and you know, we've got to investigate these things and see what's possible for the next one.
For a lot of the team, they're still, you know, hard at work on Fable 3 PC as well. So Fable 3, it's not totally over yet for us, and you know, it's going to be a lot of...
Something about the Kinect. We heard the news that Fable 3 will eventually work with Kinect. We still work on this project.
It used to, well, what we did was we kind of not underestimated the Kinect technology. It was more that it needs a full team. It demands a full team dedicated to make, you know, to create games for it. And Kinect shouldn't be treated as like an add-on, you know, or something that you can just stick a few mini games on and that'll do, you know, which is what we were trying to do because that's what we thought it was going to be like. But the more we looked at it and we seen how powerful it was and how much a game changer it could be, we were like, we thought we should treat this with a bit more respect, and we didn't have the resources to like pull, you know, all the people off the Xbox 360 version of Fable 3 to put them onto Kinect because it would have devalued Fable 3, and we wanted to get that right. So we decided if you're going to do a Kinect game, do it right, and we wanted doing it right at that time, so we just went, that's enough, we'll keep investigating to see what's happening, but it wasn't for Fable 3.
Questions, will be any additional downloadable content for Fable 3? Something on your mind or something?
I mean, you know, again, you know, still working on Fable 3 PC at the moment, but you know, we love the world of Albion, we love what we've built in Fable 3. You know, I personally, I want to keep exploring Albion. So we'll see what happens. There's no news at the moment, but yeah, we're sort of looking at all options. But you know, the Fable 2 DLC, you know, was pretty successful. So you know, we'll see what happens with Fable 3.
So it's been a pleasure to talk with you. Thank you very much. Enjoy your stay in Russia.
Thank you very much.
And we will definitely wait you next year.
Excellent. Right. Cheers. Thanks.
Cheers. Thank you.